Hi everyone, welcome to this revision video for organizational behavior. For lecture 6, the topic that we're going to talk about today is motivation and content theories. Let's have a look at the learning outcomes for this. Okay, now the first theory that we're going to discuss is job satisfaction. So they're saying for people to be satisfied with the job that they have, they need to have these following things. So need fulfillment. The job should be able to fulfill the needs of the employee. 2, discrepancies. Now, discrepancies means conflicts or things that are different. Hi everyone, welcome to this revision video for organizational behavior. For lecture 6, the topic that we're going to cover today is motivation and theories, motivation and content theories. Let's have a look at the learning outcomes of this topic. Okay, now let's move on to the first theory. The first theory is job satisfaction theory. Now they're saying for people to be satisfied with their jobs, there is different determinants, different things that determine the job satisfaction. Sorry. The first thing is need fulfillment. Is the job or is the company able to fulfill the needs of the employees or not? Then there's discrepancies. Discrepancy means lack of clarity. If there's a lot of lack of clarity, then job satisfaction is going to be negative. Value attainment. What type of value are the employees getting from the job? And there's equity, that means equality, and there's genetic components. So now when they say genetic components, that means some people have a disposition to be dissatisfied with the job, no matter how good it is. That could also play a factor. So these were the main determinants of job satisfaction. The first 3 are situational perspectives. That depends on the environment. The second 2 are individual factors. Now, the amount of equality and how you perceive it is something individual, and so is the disposition. Now, let's move on to job satisfaction. The key correlates of job satisfaction are motivation, absenteeism, withdrawal cognitions, turnover, and job performance. Now, this means that the job satisfaction is directly related to these things. If you're satisfied, you're going to be motivated. If you're satisfied, you won't be absent. Withdrawal cognition means wanting to leave or thinking about quitting the job. If you're satisfied, there won't be a lot of withdrawal cognition. Turnover, in terms of employees, means the number of employees leaving. So that would also be low if there's a lot of job satisfaction, and the performance as well is affected by the job satisfaction. Now let's look at what motivation involves. Firstly, they're saying behavior is purposeful rather than random. So they're saying the way employees choose to behave, for example, if they are not punctual, that shows that they are purposely doing it. They're not doing it, it's not random. That's something that they're doing on purpose. And there's a reason for it. Then they're saying motivation arouses people to do something. People are unlikely to change a behavior unless they are motivated to do so. Let's have a look. Now, there's a determinant of work performance. There's 3 things that show you how motivated or how the person is going to perform their job. One is motivation. If they're highly motivated, they're going to perform well. If they have opportunities to grow, opportunities to share their point of view, they'll be able to perform well as well. And their abilities, that's their knowledge, their skill, their education. If that's good, that's high, they'll be able to perform their job well. Now, there's some need theories and there's some reinforcement theories. When we look at need theories, they say that people are motivated by unsatisfied needs. So if they have a need that's not satisfied, they will be motivated to satisfy that need. Reinforcement theory is based on the idea that behavior is controlled by consequences and not by needs or emotions or attitudes. So these are 2 different types of theories. There's also cognitive theories that are based on functions or belief that behavior is based on values and mental cognitions. And job characteristic theories show that the people motivation is dependent on the type of task that they have to do. Let's have a look at the need theory. So the biggest one is Maslow's need hierarchy, the most common one, the basic for all other ones. Now the hierarchy of needs states that people start wanting to satisfy their needs from the bottom of this pyramid. So the ones at the first level is physiological, that is food and sleep and rest. The second one is safety. That means having a roof on top of your head, feeling safe. The third one is love, or feeling of togetherness, or feeling socially accepted. Then there's esteem, that's your personal esteem, your self-esteem, your self-view of yourself. And at the top is self-actualization. Now, this theory is meant to say that the first need that people would want to fulfill is being able to rest and have food. Once they fulfill that, then they'll move on to the next level and so on. So to get to self-actualization, they have to have fulfilled all the lower levels. That is need theory. Now, how need theory can be incorporated in organizational behavior is, for example, if you want to motivate your employees with this theory, what you could do is to fulfill the physiological needs, you can give them lunch breaks, you can let them rest, and you can make sure that their salary is sufficient enough to have them have the essentials of life. Then there's safety needs. You can provide the work environment that's safe, and you can give them some type of job security and safety. After that, there's love needs. That means you can have, in order to motivate people for those needs, you can have an environment where people are supporting each other, they're belonging, they feel like they're in a community, there's teams, there's groups. After that, the esteem needs, you can recognize people's achievements, you can assign them projects, you can provide status to make employees feel appreciated. And when it comes to self-actualization needs, you can give them a challenge, you can give them some meaningful work that makes them tap into their innovation, creativity, and progress. So now we're going to look at McClelland's need theory. His need theory said there's three basic needs that people have: need for achievement, need for affiliation, and need for power. Some general conclusions of these theories are: people seek security, people want to have a security or stability. People seek social systems, they like to interact with each other and have a social system, and they seek personal growth. So these are the things that we can conclude from both these theories. So this here is not, so they're saying motivation is not equal to satisfaction. Now saying need theory says that motivation is more based on the needs that they don't have fulfilled. Now, if we look at job characteristics models, there's different characteristics of the job, the skills that you need to have, the job identity that it gives you, the importance that the job has in the company, the autonomy that you have if you can make decisions on your own, and the feedback that you get. So these things are also things that would affect your job motivation. Now, when we look at the application of job characteristics theories, they're saying combining tasks. If you give employees more than one part of the work in order to increase the skill, and that would increase the task identity. Now, next is forming natural work units in order to increase task identity and task significance. If you establish relationships, that would increase the variety, give autonomy, and will help the feedback. And once you have feedback channels open, that means, for example, after achieving some task, you can go back to your manager, or your manager comes to you and they give you feedback on what you've done well and what you could have improved. That helps with motivation, because that way you feel appreciated and you feel motivated to improve, because you've been communicated and you've been given that information that you can have. Now, generally about content and motivation, they're saying people seek securities and employers cannot neglect this aspect. People need to feel secure and stable. People seek social connections, relatedness, affiliation with each other. belongingness and stuff. And then people seek personal growth, whatever we call it. It could be self-actualization, need for achievement. People seek this. This was all for this topic. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a nice day.